Coming to you from Crash Studios in Music City, USA, Nashville. This is the Rich Redmond Show. Today's guest, actor, composer, and director, Marty Ray. And now, Rich Redmond.
What is up, rock and rollers? Rich Redmond here. That's right. Yet another episode of the Rich Redmond Show coming to you from Music City, USA. It's all the rage. People are moving here. Condos. Recording studios are being knocked down. Condos are being built. The state bird is the crane. And it's progress. To my left, Jim McCarthy. JimMcCarthyVoiceovers.com. Thanks always for being here, buddy. I love you being my Robin, buddy. And sometimes you take the, no, I mean like Batman and Robin.
Oh, I thought you meant Robin.
With your utility belt and stuff.
I maybe would rather be Robin Quivers in this scenario.
Now listen, let's get right to this, buddy, because we have a very talented new friend. My friend Marty Ray. What's up, bud?
How y'all doing?
How are you, man? Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me on the show.
Yeah.
And teaching me some things about the Roadcaster.
That's the word, yeah. And you got the same board, right?
Same one. Yeah, I have a podcast.
Tell everyone about that.
It's called the Marty Ray Project Chats.
Okay.
And we just had Vanilla Ice on not too long ago.
Very nice.
Where we talk about one of the songs I did, which if anybody knows me that's listening, they're going to definitely know that I did a cover of Ice Ice Baby.
So the Marty Ray Project is your page on YouTube, right?
That's everywhere.
Just Marty Ray Project.
My band, Marty Ray Project, everywhere. Anywhere you want to find me, TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram.
Maybe you could talk to us about Jim. Jim is trying to get active on TikTok. I've got an account. I don't know what the hell to do with it.
I'll tell you the beauty of TikTok. I was just talking about it with my little brother today. I just got on there about 2 months ago.
Yeah.
It was first called Musically.
Yeah.
And people would send me, some fans of mine would send me Musically, whatever they called them then. They didn't call them TikToks, so I don't know what they were called, but these videos of them lip syncing to my songs. Mm-hmm. And then they would say, you need to get on Musically. And I was like, I don't understand why I would get on there if that's a lip syncing app, because I'm
a singer.
Am I going to lip sync to my own songs? That don't sound like something I would do. So I didn't give it much respect. But then when TikTok started and bought it out or did whatever they did, it's became this whole other thing. But I still didn't embrace it because it was still people doing lip syncing.
Right.
And then it was like maybe a year ago that I started seeing people sending me things that were different. There were people using my songs and actually doing skits and stuff like that with them. Mm-hmm. You know, like All My Friends Are Bearded, which is a parody I did. And they were taking that and they were doing skits. So I was like, maybe I should get on here. So there was like 2 months ago, I ended up getting on there. And the beauty of TikTok is it's not like Facebook. They're not making you pay to get views and advertise and all that yet. So you should embrace it while you can. If you look at those trending tags, and if you find one that's at like 20 million or 30 million but climbing, and you get on that wave, you can get views very easily, very quickly.
We just had a friend yesterday who has a great online drumming education program, and he's got tons of views. Like one video, I think it has 1 million views. For a drummer, this is a big deal. But I think what he did is he figured out the that back end game of the algorithms and the keywords and the timing, and then the thumbnails. And I'm assuming you're very knowledgeable about all that.
I am, but I don't think anybody could know it unless that's all they do to keep up with the ever-changing algorithms.
So when was the first YouTube video you posted? Has this been years?
Years ago.
It
wasn't YouTube, though. I got my start on... so the way my life started like this, basically. When I was 5 years old, I lost hearing in my right ear because of what they call a cholesteatoma. And it stayed in there, and the doctors kept giving the eardrops, the doctor in Blytheville kept giving the eardrops to my parents, and then it wasn't helping at all. And so one night, the whole right side of my face goes paralyzed.
Really?
Yeah. And so my dad and them rushed me to the hospital, and apparently there had been a cholesteatoma in there, which is some kind of, I guess it's a form of tumor. I don't really know 100% what it is, but it ate up the bones that allow you to be able to hear, and my eardrum inside my ear. Yeah, so I couldn't hear out of my ear, this ear, basically my whole life since I was 5. So I don't really know the difference
Right.
To be honest.
So you just got to crank up that other side.
Yeah. So like when I would mix, even now when I mix my own music, it's mixed with one ear, so it's always mono. You know how people, they like professionals, they pan. I don't pan at all. It's all like
Down the middle, baby.
You
Yeah.
gotta be down the middle with me. So like years, I would mimic artists like Jason Aldean or somebody like that. I would Garth Brooks. I would Al Green. Shirley Caesar. You probably don't know who Shirley Caesar is.
As Shirley Caesar. So as an exercise to
No, not an exercise. It was just something that I enjoyed doing as a boy. I would do that. Boys to Men was a big thing for me. I would mimic those people, and then but never really could sing my own. I didn't know how I sounded, but I thought I sounded pretty good, sounding like them. And I had some people tell me that I wasn't that good at singing. So throughout my life, and my dad was always a realist, so he was like, you know, singing's music. That's fun to have a dream.
That's not a viable path, son.
But go get a job, go work. You know, the dream in Blytheville, where I grew up.
Now, what state is that?
Arkansas.
Arkansas, okay.
Born in Memphis, raised in Arkansas.
We had a lot of guests recently from Memphis, man. Something's in the water there.
Isn't it? Yeah, something's in the water that's making them move over here. Yeah, that's right. I like that. I gotta start using those more often.
You can be like Jim and just use them nonstop.
Yeah,
We put our own in.
Yeah.
yeah. I put my own intro in there.
Don't use the toilet one, though.
Not we can use the. There we go.
Oh, that one's good.
Hey, which one did you say not to use? I want to hear that one.
The toilet one where it's just like a guy's having a real problem.
Now that's where's that one?
Dead air is the enemy of.
okay.
Yeah.
So.
That one.
Oh, that's beautiful. I'll have to get some of y'all sounds.
That's a good one.
That's like the day after I eat cheese. I'm lactose intolerant. So.
That's me after Taco Bell every time.
Oh my God, I haven't had Taco Bell in so long.
You probably eat healthy, don't you?
I try.
Yeah, you look like you eat healthy. Both you look like you might.
I try whenever
closer
I'm around,
to me.
Whenever I'm around.
I'm not saying
Rich.
you're fat, but
I'm heavy. I'm sure for sure.
Well, you're not as fat as
I'm
me.
big boned.
When he's around me, he diets because I say, no, Jim, put that down.
so what is your daily diet?
So today I had 2 eggs and a green juice. So you get all your vitamins and stuff from the green juice, and then eggs are like it's like a perfect food, really. And then for lunch, usually I'll bring a lunch for Jim, and we try to go something more paleo. So like no rice, no white flour. But today, occasionally we'll cheat and we'll go to Jimmy John's because they have the best bread, man.
They really do.
So if you can try to eat your bread earlier in the day, that helps. And then for dinner tonight, something, some sort of salad with a protein on it or something like that. And
We're doing
then
PF Chang's tonight, right?
oh yeah, we're doing PF Chang. So I'm going to get Chang Spicy, which is their kind of like version of the General So chicken, and then just try not to eat too much of the brown rice.
You were talking on your podcast, the Fast Five.
Yeah.
Yeah, we open every episode with a fast 5. We ask our guests 5 fast questions.
Great thing.
And just to break the ice and get, things that don't really matter too much.
So don't think, just say.
Don't think. You just say whatever. Well, it needs to be the truth.
Okay, so look at Jim. What questions are you going to ask Jim?
We would just say something like, favorite snack food.
Oh my gosh, I got to think about that. I know. Candy bars.
Candy bars. Not candy, but bars.
Like a Snickers?
Yeah.
Because the difference between the Milky Way and
Doritos or Goldfish.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Revised.
Hey, one answer, please, sir.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
You lost already. Favorite snack food?
the Twix.
He even had time to think about it.
I'm trying to do it fast.
He still had to. It's really tough though. When you give somebody you're like, give me quick.
Or M&M's. I like green M&M's.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I got to think about this. I don't know.
Everything is my favorite snack food. So then we would go favorite actor. Son of a gun. Y'all would do great on it.
I would say Brad Pitt.
Mark Ruffalo.
That's the first one that came to mind.
Yeah, he loves him.
Hey, buddy.
I like Mark Ruffalo. He's going to play me in my
Brad
biopic.
Pitt.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, he's good.
Don't change it now. Brad Pitt, your answer. Brad Pitt in Fight Club. I love that guy.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, baby.
That man came right out the gate with Brad Pitt. Hey, Brad Pitt is a great actor, though.
He
I've
is.
watched
I like him.
Fury.
Yeah.
Is a great movie.
Yes.
Fight Club is a great movie. So then we would go, okay, who would play you in a movie about you?
Mark Ruffalo.
Clooney.
I got that picked out.
Mark Ruffalo.
I'll give him some drum lessons, and he will play me.
I believe that would actually work because I can see that happening.
It's that kind
but
of vibe.
you look like a guy that would play yourself.
I would love to play myself.
Yeah.
Working on it.
I bet you Howard Stern.
Howard Stern would play him?
Howard Stern played himself in his movie.
Oh, yeah.
He did. And he did great.
Yeah.
He did good.
Who would play you?
Me? Probably
Diesel.
Bruce Willis.
He's like Brad Pitt. I said, who played Brad Pitt? So then we would go something like favorite movie.
Favorite movie would, Gladiator.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Marvel movies are all in the top 10 for sure.
We'll say Gladiator.
Alien, Ridley Scott, 1978.
The first Alien. That's your favorite.
Favorite.
Yeah. You've watched it how many times?
If it's on, it's getting watched the entire time.
Wow.
Yeah. And I've watched the director cuts and the extended cuts and the with commentary, without commentary. I've done it in a theater. I've done it in home theaters. I've done it on my device. It makes you uncomfortable. Like, he did such a great job of making the actors uncomfortable, and just, it's so gloomy and dark.
Yeah.
So
as a work of it's a work of art.
You're into horror movies.
I love horror.
I could tell by walking through your house.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was there were some posters down there. Day the Earth Stood Still, The Creature from the Black Lagoon.
There was a dead body down there too. I thought, wow, he is really into these things.
Yeah.
Anyway, so was that 5?
That was 3.
3. Okay. So then the next one would be something like it could be anything, but favorites are easy to do. So dream vacation if you haven't been there already.
Italy.
Have you been there, or is that where you want to go? Yeah,
I'd like to go there.
Yeah, I think Rome would be nice because I've been all over Italy, but not Rome.
Yeah, you've been everywhere.
I've been everywhere, man.
I've been everywhere, man.
Yeah.
Cats, dogs, or other?
Dogs.
Cats, easy to take care of.
Yeah.
I would kill a dog. I mean, it would die from hunger.
Please, thank you for clearing that up for the people listening and watching. I would kill a dog.
I mean, I kill cactus. I mean, I'm gone so much. I kill cactus. Everyone's like, Rich, you should get a nice kill, because I love pugs. I'd love to have one black pug and one white pug, and they're brother and sister, or they're two brothers, and they get into mischief. And I have my track pants on, and Kara and I take the dogs for a walk. It sounds very romantic. But
track pants, but not shorts.
Yeah, it's just, it's not going to happen.
It sounds like a Brad Pitt movie.
We're gone.
Like that movie Burn Notice or something.
Like a Brad Pitt and Mark Ruffalo movie.
That's right. Both of y'all. That's who would play both of y'all. And then the last one would be something like best advice you would give someone, the best advice you've given someone in your life. And it doesn't have to be in music. It's just any kind of advice ever.
Learn how to sell.
Boom. That's good. Yep. Don't really, that's very broad, but that's a lot of, lead them in the right direction though.
Yep.
I like that.
Yeah. I just tell people to smile more often. It's because you don't have to speak the same language, and it helps everyone because you release serotonin, and it's just a beautiful thing.
Man, that's good. That's really good advice. Because smile.
Yeah.
They always said, this is true. Like, I don't know if this is true, but they always said it takes more muscles to frown than to smile.
Right.
But when you're sleeping, you're not smiling, so you're at your most resting place.
Yeah. RBF.
So I don't believe that it really takes more muscles to frown than to smile. Maybe to do that,
right?
But to do this is the face of least resistance for your muscles. I would think.
When Rich plays, he has you got the Robert De Niro frown. What is that? Yeah.
There's a lot going on. People are like, why does that guy look like he's going to take a massive dump on the drum set? And it's just that it's just the muse. She's there with me, and you go into your special place to create this thing, and you're not thinking about it's a physical reaction to making music. I'm not doing it on purpose. Yeah. I get a lot of shit for it though.
He's possessed is what he's saying.
I mean, you're not worried about what you look like when you're singing. You're just emoting.
I look horrible when I sing. Actually, Ice Ice Baby, I was selling this yesterday on another show, and when I did that, I was, oh, that's just me and him singing it at Boca Raton.
Is there a more produced video?
Well, there's an actual produced song, but the first video is that's what after the first video. If you type in Marty Ray Project Ice Ice Baby, it'll pop up.
You gonna pull it up on me?
Yeah. Look at that, baby. And then we got it right here.
Ice Ice Baby acoustic.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was actually.
All right, stop. Collaborate and listen. Ice is back.
I produced, all that is a USB mic in the middle of my studio, old studio.
5 million views.
Yeah.
Almost 6 million views.
Yeah, on YouTube. It has 100+ million on Facebook.
Oh my gosh.
Collectively. That song is, it's a legendary song, man.
It is.
And it has its own life.
And you reggaeized it.
That's right. So in that video, you see I'm smiling. That's forced. Like I was, because I had done other videos. That wasn't my first viral video, but I was like, I should smile more. Like this is supposed to be happy, not. But when I sing, I tend to be, like frowning. You know what I mean? Like it's just like, I don't know if I sang anything. It could be happy. It could be, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be all right. It could be anything, but it could be a happy song like that.
I mean, you could sing anything a cappella. You sound great.
Yeah.
Man, thank you. I was just, what else you want to hear? We'll just do a whole show of a cappella.
Yeah, man. Well, I can grab that hand drum right there and jam with you, man.
Let's do one before the show's over. You just play a drum and we'll just see how that goes.
That would be
be fun.
Uncharted territory.
It really would.
Acapella with a hand drum.
Maybe we should write a song where it's just drums and voice.
Yeah, remember? Well, Don't Worry, Be Happy. I mean, that was kind of like Bobby McFerrin doing all the voices back in the day, and there was some minimal production.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never heard. You're talking about
Don't Worry, Be Happy.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, I was talking about. That's the one I was saying was Bob Marley.
Yeah.
Three Little Birds.
Three Little Birds, but it just for some reason made me think of.
Oh, you're talking about the one to go, don't worry, be happy.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah.
All human voice.
Where did Bobby McFerrin go, man?
He's doing speaking.
Oh, speaking? That makes sense.
How are you knowledgeable about everything?
I just know stupid stuff.
That's actually not stupid. That was pretty perfect.
I don't know, like, bona fide that's what he's doing, but I know he's done speeches like TED Talks and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
What does he talk about? That song?
Music. He talks about pentatonic chords and stuff like that, and does an experiment. There's a video of him actually leading an audience in guessing what the next note will be and how he's singing something.
Bobby McFerrin demonstrates the power of the pentatonic scale. It's a TED Talk with 8.9 million views.
Yeah.
Wow. Don't worry, be happy.
That's good for him. I mean, anybody that's accomplished something, I mean, you're already at that point in your life where, as an actor and somebody who has so many fans, you could be speaking.
I really, what's funny is I was...
and you command a room. Like when I met you?
Yeah.
I mean, we're new friends.
Yeah, we just met, a month ago?
1 or 2 months ago at Kyle Saylor's house.
It was like love at first sight.
Yeah.
We fell in love. We're just looking into each other's eyes.
There was 4 speakers.
They were supposed to be doing a panel, and me and Rich were like, they were like, what are these guys doing?
Well, this guy just took over. Well, there was 4 speakers, and 2 were relatively shy.
Yes, that's true.
And then you were just like, look, this is how it is. And you commanded the room.
Well, I wasn't trying to do that,
You just are.
People would, I don't know. Like I was like trying to be, because that can happen, and I feel that happening when I'm at panels and stuff. And it's like I'm not trying to be the guy that is talking the most or something.
This is what you heard when you first saw each other.
It is.
Sailing.
Hi, I see you. You see me?
Are there some wind chimes?
We have.
You reminded me. Have you seen that naked clay guy that does this like this, and he's like, "It's okay. You can look at my butt." Have you seen that? Have you seen that?
I saw you.
That.
I gotta send that to y'all. It's really weird.
Now, what is that shirt you're wearing? The guy? That's Ed Bassmaster.
Ed Bassmaster, man.
And so we had Daughtry's bass player on here, Josh Paul, and he's like, "Yeah, we know that guy."
Y'all must tag Ed in when you post this. Whatever you, because take this clip and post it to, if you take this clip and post it to your Instagram or wherever, tag Ed because he'll get a kick out of it.
Well, I mean, he is wearing a Freddy Krueger shirt there.
It's just a gaudy 80s sweater.
What is it called? Coogie or Coog? What is those sweaters?
Push guy. The push.
No, but the sweater that he's wearing.
That's a Cosby sweater.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, but
Cosby
what was the brand? It was called a Coogie or something.
Oh, Kangol?
Maybe.
No,
I think it was like It starts with a C. But nonetheless, you haven't seen this yet, but you will have to after this podcast, you'll have to see Chip Diamond and I don't even know the name of the character. Goes, well, would you look at that? Let's look at it. And he does. That's how he just blew up from that.
What were we talking about? We were talking about
I have no clue, but I like talking about Ed.
Tangents.
We were talking about you growing up with your dad, music as a career. You lost your hearing.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about that.
Yeah. And then where's the singing and then the acting? How long?
So here's how it happened.
Yeah.
I would mimic people, and I thought I was good, and some of the people I looked up to in my family, as musicians and singers, would say, "Yeah, you should play the drums or something if you want to get into music." And I was like, "I don't feel like I'm called to play the drums. I feel like I'm a singer." And it would be arguments, but I would believe them still.
That's funny that they wanted you to play the loudest instrument.
Yeah, well, it's because we were at one Christmas. We went to the church because we always did that as a family. Sometimes we would go and jam out, and we went to the church and I was singing. I had my moment, I wanted to impress them, and I would sing, and then they would just be like, when's he gonna finish? And then when I finish, I'd be like, huh? And they'd be like, yeah, you want to see if you can play the drums real quick? I'm like, sure.
What?
And I was like, they're like, there's your calling. And I'm like,
Really?
no, that's not. This is what I want to do, which is just fun. I like playing the drums.
Yeah.
But because anytime you get the, I wish I could play like y'all, man. Y'all are so amazing. But anyway, so I left there. You leave those situations where you think, I'm going to impress them this time, and then you leave thinking, I guess I really, because I don't have good hearing, I said, well, maybe I'm like one of those people that think they can sing. Because there's a lot of people that apparently to them, they hear themselves singing great.
And they sound like Pavarotti.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Like my brother's one of them. He's. I mean, God bless you. He's bad.
But what does he do? What is his life?
Well, he has a business in Jonesboro doing something.
Nice.
I think I don't know if he still has the towing service or not, but I don't know what he does really.
You still got your mom and dad? Are they around?
They're still here.
Did they go, we get it now? No?
My dad, even to this day, like I'll tell him, I'll say, Daddy, someday soon I'm gonna be rich enough to take care of you completely, and I don't want you working anymore. He goes, yeah, well, we'll see. I'll be dead. He'll be like, I'll be dead before that happens. I said, Daddy, you said you'd be dead before I got to where I could do music full time and live and have my own house and things like that. And he said, well, you got lucky. He was raised. He's
tough.
Bless him too. He was just a realist, and he worked hard for everything that he got.
Right.
And you could tell his life. He's not in the best of health because he worked and worked. We were blessed growing up. I was never poor.
Yeah.
I wasn't rich, but I was never poor. Like my dad always worked his butt off so that we could. But our vacations, we would go everywhere, but it had to be on a weekend.
Right.
You had to get there on a weekend and get back because he had to get to work because he owned his own business. So he owned a record service and a mechanic shop, gas station, Bell's bondsman, bounty hunter. He hunted down his own bounties. Like these dangerous people, he would bail them out, and if they didn't come, he'd go all the way to Florida and drag them back to Arkansas, like a madman.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he did all that so that he could just wake up on a Saturday morning and say, you know what I want to do? I want to go to Six Flags. And we'd be like, let's go. Right? You know what Six Flags is?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Texas.
Well, so we went to St. Louis.
Oh, yeah.
So he said, I want to go to Six Flags. We'd all jump in the car, go to Six Flags, stay overnight, come back home.
Nice.
Branson,
Awesome.
same thing. We always were, we would just get into the flow of the vacation, and then it's time to go already. So I told myself, I said, when I grow up, when I go on vacation, I'm going to go for a week.
7 days at Six Flags.
Yeah. No,
long
not
time.
Six Flags.
Yeah.
I'm too. I don't even really want to go to a music park anymore, but I do because of my children. But I'm more into dinner shows, like like the Dixie Stampede and the hillbilly, where you eat and you watch a show.
Oh,
while
sure.
you're eating.
Yeah.
Because I
like
like to eat.
Chafin's Barn.
I don't know if you can tell, but I like to eat.
So you got a wife cooking for you, like, or what? You got a
Pointed at this hand. You mean here?
Yeah.
There you go. No, yeah, she definitely cooks.
How long you guys been? You got kids? You got made human beings?
Got children.
Yeah.
We made human beings.
Now, are they into music?
Oh, they love music.
Yeah.
Especially mine. So they're my biggest fans for sure.
It starts with them.
It does. I had my youngest daughter. everything that I do, she wants to do. So I'm an actor, so she wants to be an actor.
Right.
And I'm a singer, so she's good. And my other daughter is kind of that way, but she's more of a writer. She's written 2 books already,
right.
and she's 14. That's my oldest. My youngest is 12. My wife and I've been married 17 years.
Oh, great.
You.
Yeah, and it'll be forever. There ain't nothing stopping us, man.
That's
Now,
great.
I would imagine you're a young man.
37.
37.
Is that young?
You're a young man.
Oh, you guys got married at 20?
Yeah.
22.
Yeah.
Yeah, 22, 23.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Don't regret a bit of it.
I tell you what, you know what it makes me think of? It makes me think of the School of Rock. You know what I mean? Because we have some parents out there. They're the sponsor of our show. The School of Rock is our sponsor. So if there's parents out there that want to get their kids involved, they want to get them off the video games, they want to get them some exercise, learning some musical instrument, working in a team. We learn so much from playing music in a group. It's a team sport. Mm-hmm. So my folks and they're my friends, Angie and Kelly McCrite. They have 2 locations here in Nashville. They have School of Rock Franklin, School of Rock Nashville. So we got email addresses for you folks out there. And Angie and Kelly said that they're getting a lot of referrals from us. And
Awesome.
It's Nashville at schoolofrock.com and Franklin at schoolofrock.com. So tell them that Jim and Rich sent you. And that's the School of Rock. Music education rocks. So you're supporting your kids in whatever venture they want to take creatively.
I need to get my daughters to
Get them
go
over there. Yeah,
that's
singing,
cool.
playing bass.
School
playing
of Rock, like they got it from the movie.
Yeah, the movie came from this thing that actually existed.
Oh, it already existed.
Yeah, it's been around for a good 20-something years.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I figured they used the School of Rock
And there's
movie.
250 locations. And so, I mean, they got one in like Sao Paulo, man. So it's kind of like a great thing where you learn by doing. They actually play concerts to teach music. It's incredible. It's an incredible thing. It's just like a hands-on, almost like, what is it, Jim, when you go to become a mechanic or
learn by
trade
doing.
school? Yeah, get your hands dirty, man, with music. So you're
That's
saying
amazing.
you're making your music, you're making your living full time from music and
entertainment.
And you could do it from
as a whole.
the comfort of your home because you create videos. You put them right here. I'm looking at your YouTube channel. It says new video every Friday at 3 p.m.
Wow.
Yeah, that's actually old. But I actually release them on the weekend now.
Okay, Saturdays.
Yeah. Saturday or Sunday. I need to change that. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
I wasn't prepared.
That's good. Well, tell me, this is what really interests me is that always saw myself as a complete entertainer, not just a drummer. And so I've been studying acting in the last 5 years. Got my SAG card. I study here in Nashville, study in Los Angeles. I'm going to take TV hosting classes for 6 weeks out there, starting on Sunday. So what was your story with acting? Like, when did it start? Who did you study with? Where should we look for you? A lot of indie films, right? Like a lot of, or big blockbusters or television shows or...
TV show. I've been on some big time TV shows, but first I think I should finish my music story.
Oh
real
yeah,
quick.
finish that. Sure.
Let me wrap that
I'm
up.
so sorry.
No, it's not your fault. This is the way it goes on my show too.
Yeah.
But anyway, so fast forward. I'll make it quick. Fast forward. I got in 2005. I got an app. I got a MacBook.
Yeah.
And when I opened that up, it had GarageBand on it.
Yep.
And I said, I can record myself without paying somebody to do it. And so I started messing around with that with just the speaker, the microphone on the computer.
Mac. Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. It still sounds pretty good to me. I still like the way I sound, but I'd never heard my own voice. So then that Christmas, I wanted to get my uncle and my cousin together and go record Hallelujah. Because that was a song that I knew I could get them to sing with me.
The Leonard Cohen?
Well, the Jeff Buckley one.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites of all time.
Yeah. And would y'all talk about that earlier?
It's a thing that comes up, and I even do a speech called Happiness Rocks, and I encourage people to put a playlist of their favorite music together to put them in a positive frame of mind.
Yeah.
And that's top of the list.
That's the one. Well, I did that not too long ago. Years later, like we never finished that one. But the beauty of that moment, it was like a godly, divine type moment because like I said earlier, I was mimicking everybody else. So there's no market for you to sound just like somebody else. Even if you're dead on, what's the market for it unless you're doing a Vegas comedic type show?
Yeah.
So I knew that if I was ever going to make it in music, I had to figure out how to find my own voice, how I sounded.
Right.
So my uncle ended up leaving early, so we didn't get to finish that Hallelujah song. And when he left, I told my cousin, I said, I want to finish some song completely so that I can mess around with the editing and so I can learn. And he said, I don't know what you want to do. I said, I don't know. Let me find the hymn book. So I went through it and said, here, I've never heard anybody sing this one. It was a Great Speckled Bird. You ever heard that?
Yes.
So I said, I never heard anybody sing this. Play it. Just play it. And I said, I'm just going to sing to follow you. And he started playing it. And I was like, and there's no reference in here. There's no reference now for me to sing this song. So I just said, man, I guess I got to. And it was like, okay. What a beautiful thought I've been thinking. And I was like, whoa. Like the first time I'd ever sang and got chills was right in that moment. Mm-hmm. And I was like,
because you weren't mimicking anyone.
No, I said, man, this is me singing now. I got finally know what I sound like. And I came out and I showed it to him. I was like, bro, you hear that? He goes, yeah, it's all right. And I go, I was just son of a gun. So then I took it, I left and I took it to my uncle and I said, hey, what do you think about this? He goes, because he knew my cousin had been editing music for a while, and he goes, James Rodney, he edited that. That's not really you. I said, there's been nothing done to this yet. Like that's me singing. He was like, okay. So then I said, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make a video, and I made a simple video with me in that song
to prove to him.
Well, to see.
Yeah.
I said, man, is this my calling or not? And I said, God, if this is my calling, I'm putting this out there. You let me know. So I put that out there, and it got 30,000 views on my personal Facebook page. And I said, well, I'm famous. I am a famous man now. 30,000 views. And people were calling my dad's shop where I worked, and they were like, man, that song moved me to tears. And they were saying, when are you coming out with an album? And I was like, hadn't thought about that. But I do need to come out with an album. So I took the little bit of, it was years later now. It wasn't immediately. That years after that, separated from that. Years later, I took, I think it was like $3,000 or $4,000 I had in the bank. It's all I had. And I came to Nashville because I had a buddy here, CJ Wilder. Do you know CJ?
Yeah. Drummer. He just lost his house, didn't he?
No, he's not a drummer. He's a bass player.
Oh, that one.
He did
That's
lose
right.
his
Yeah.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately.
CJ Wilder, yeah.
Yeah, and
That's horrible.
Yeah, because you know another Wilder, I think.
I think there's a drummer with a Wilder.
Yeah, because we were talking about that.
Yeah.
But anyway, so he used to do a jam session at Fiddle and Steel on Tuesdays, and he said, come out and play. And it was, even though I went out there, I said, I'm going to do it. I went out there and sung 2 songs with them and acted like, I got to go up and act like I've done this many, many times.
Yeah.
So I don't know how I did, but they all seemed to like it, But I was up there terrified because it was like, I'm in Nashville now and I'm on this stage and there's people watching and had no clue, but it was a learning experience for me all the way from there. So then because of him, he knew the studios and all that. So we ended up doing an EP and whatnot. It released that back a long time ago. It got taken. I had to take it down for some reason, re-released it, but it was an EP. And then after that I said, I want to sell this music. So started making videos and trying to be consistent.
Right.
And then the first actual viral video I had was called All About That Beard. Have you heard that one?
All About the Bass?
It's a parody of All About That Bass.
Wow.
So I was learning video production, and I said, I got to make a video to learn to do video.
Now, how long ago was this?
This was years ago. It was posted on my personal Facebook first because I didn't originally post things to YouTube because I had no YouTube following.
Right.
So I had a following on Facebook, a small one. So, and not even on my Facebook page. And I just went out and made you got it pulled up?
Yeah.
You hear that
Scratching in the beard?
That's really me scratching my beard in the microphone.
That's awesome.
You know I'm all about that beard, no stubble. I'm all about that beard, no stubble. I'm all about that beard, no stubble. All about that beard. Yeah, it's pretty clear. I eat a lot of food. My beard'll catch it like it's supposed to do.
Oh my God.
I got that beard bloom.
It gets a little weird.
Chase all the right hair in all the right places. I see them weak beards working at hipster crop. My grandma's got more hair. Come on now make it stop. If you got beard beauty,
so
come on now comb it. Every inch of this is perfect.
Guys, if you got to go check this out. The visuals are hilarious.
Now, how does that work with licensing and a parody?
It's supposed to be covered by law because of Two Live Crew and somebody, I forgot what, but they won a court case years ago that said if it's a parody, then they can use it because they're parodying the music. Right. So, but it doesn't mean it always works. Like I did a song called Bad and Beastie. Mm-hmm. It was a parody of Bad and Bougie. You heard that song?
Bad and Beastie?
No, have you heard Bad and Bougie?
I'm sure.
You don't listen to any rap,
I sure have. No, I do. I try to keep up with it, but
It was that song. It was a while back. It goes, my girl's so bad and bougie.
Oh, yeah.
Uzi Vert? Is that the...
It's Migos.
Migos. I like Migos, yeah.
Well, Little Uzi is in it, I think, too.
I just don't know the titles, but I know some of the jams.
Little Uzi Vert. Doesn't seem that I don't see anything on YouTube.
So you did a parody of that tune.
Yeah, and then I posted that on Facebook. This was a while back. And then the Universal Music guy took it down. And I disputed it.
This one?
Yeah, that's it, but that's the end of it.
Oh, is it?
Lil Uzi's at the very end.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what did you find? Just a clip of his only?
Yeah, it's just verse lyrics.
Did you put Bad and Bougie?
It's actually a lyric video for a rap song. That is so funny.
You need it.
Yeah.
You need it in that song.
Yeah.
Because I had to watch it over and over and over to get. I wasn't a fan of the song, but it was the number one song at the time. So I was with a partner. I was partnered with a beard product company, and they paid me monthly to produce content. And I was. Are
you with Manscaping?
No, they paid me to do something for them too.
Gotcha.
Yeah, did you see that?
They reached out to me about being doing an influencer thing, and
that's what they did with me.
I just can't imagine me telling like the little drummers that follow me, like, "Hey, make sure you shave your balls." You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't think it's a good fit. You know?
Listen, kids, everybody shave your balls.
Yeah, girls love shaved balls.
5 songs that'll get you laid. 5 beats.
Be sure and tell mom and dad you want a manscaper for Christmas.
Oh my God.
We had a guy on yesterday. We were talking about, how to title your videos to get more attention.
Yeah, it's a lot of how to.
And that's what he had talked about.
Manscaping the balls.
Well, we talked about
that'll get it.
You have the money beats.
Yeah, that's one of my teaching philosophies for the last 15 years is the money beats. Like, these are 5 beats that you better learn how to play these if you want to make a living playing popular music, right?
Right.
And so our guest goes, yeah, just title your videos, want to get laid, or 5 beats to get you laid.
That'll get you laid.
Yeah, 5 beats that'll get you laid.
And that would actually, that would be a clickable.
Yeah. Yep.
Totally clickable.
100%. So, anyway, what were we talking about?
We're talking about hairy balls.
Telling the kids to shave their balls.
Yeah, shave their balls. Yeah.
Shave your balls, kids.
Yeah. See, just because you've got that beautiful, lustrous beard doesn't mean you can't shave your balls.
Yeah, I can shave my balls. Yeah, when I can see them.
How long you had the beard?
Been growing this, I thought it was 8 years, but this morning I was on Facebook and I seen, how they give you those memories?
5 years ago, yeah.
Oh, they showed me one 9 years ago.
Yeah.
And it had the beard, so I was like, I guess I've been growing this for like 9 years.
Yeah.
Maybe 10. So, because I'm horrible with time. My timelines are horrible.
Yeah.
I don't know if everybody's like that. Not everybody's like that, I know, but I don't know if y'all are like that. I'm definitely like that. My dates are so, like the Ice Ice, when I went and performed with Ice Ice Baby, somebody asked me when I went and performed with Vanilla Ice, somebody said, how long ago was that? And I said, oh man, it was like 10 years ago, it seems like. And they were like, well, it was actually 5 years ago or something like that. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I think about time in relation to who I was playing with, who I was recording with, who I was dating, or who I was married to.
Really?
Yeah. It's a good way to know, like, oh yeah, I was married to her, so probably it was like that year, or I was touring with such and such and we were playing such and such a place, so that sounds like 2006.
How long were you married?
I made it 8 years.
That's pretty good.
Did good. Being on the road full time, yeah, it is sad.
It's tough that, because that's a tough life.
It's tough life, but I got a great new girl now, so everything happens for a reason, because I am a big believer in the big G, the guy upstairs, man. He wants the best for us.
He does. That's true. My story, to wrap it up, so I don't know how long y'all do these.
We can go as long as you want, man. Well, there's another guy coming at 3:00, but that's 1:50.
Well, we'll push it right up to the edge of that. We'll have him come in while I'm still here. Come on in.
Set up a steel guitar.
Yeah. Is he a steel guitar player?
Yeah, Bruce Boughton. He played on all the Garth Brooks records.
Oh, wow, dude. My buddy who I do my podcast with is Jim Vest, and he played on all of Johnny Paycheck's, and he produced Tracy Lawrence.
Yes.
He was the one that produced the very first and wrote Sticks and Stones
Nice.
for Tracy Lawrence, and he's got all these gold and platinum records on his walls, and he worked with Vern Gosdin. Like, he's the one that did the detuning of the steel guitar on Set 'Em Up Joe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we probably have crossed paths because Jason, his first hero was Tracy Lawrence. So
He probably knows Jim Vest. Ask him; he knows him
for sure.
Anyway, so then I did that video, the All About That Beard, and because that's what I wanted to do. Actually, I wanted to make parody music, and when I found out how hard it was to get the license, I said, well, I need to also do my own music and stuff like that. But I made that video learning, and you can tell I'm learning in that video because it looks like crap. But it was funny still.
Yeah.
That's all that mattered. And that's really all that matters on YouTube. Fortunately.
People want to laugh.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter about the quality as long as it's funny.
It really doesn't. Like, you can pour your heart and soul into something, and it can be this masterpiece, beautiful project, and then somebody come along that they did on their phone, and theirs go further than yours.
Boom.
And it just crushes you. It crushes your spirit. But you can't let it. But anyway, so that got 2 million views in one day. In one day.
Gosh.
And my little brother Brad and we were headed to an audition in Nashville, coincidentally.
Acting?
Yes, we were just starting to, and I'm gonna get into that after this. But we were driving to Nashville. I posted that morning at like 7:00. We were driving to Nashville and didn't even think about it because you don't think about it if you don't get any love you don't get a whole lot of love anyway. So why am I going to be checking it? But then he kept getting text halfway from Memphis to Nashville. He was getting text.
Hey,
people were like, "Hey, I saw that video, funny." And he was like, "Oh, appreciate it." There's some friends he's like, well, I guess they saw it because you tagged me. And then just kept getting texts. And then he got another. He said, "Bro, what the heck, man?" And because nobody was texting me, I was like, "Ain't nobody texting me. Like, what the heck is on my page?" And so I said, "Pull it up." He pulls it up, and sure enough, it was like, at that time it was like 700,000. And he was like, "Bro, this thing's at 700,000 views." I said, "What?"
Wow.
I said, "Let me see that," because at the time, like I said, 30,000. I thought that was special.
Sure.
Yeah.
And it still is special. Like, I'm happy for every view, but when you start breaking millions, the thousands don't seem as much. That's a shame that happens because when you're small, if you get to 10,000, you're like, wow, I did something. And then you're like, well, then you get to 50,000. You're like, if you get 10,000 again, it doesn't mean as much.
Right.
Then you get to 100, and then 50 don't mean nothing. Then you get to 500, and 100 don't, and it just keeps going up. Like, I have almost 70 million views on YouTube collectively. So if I get a video that doesn't get 1 million, I feel like it's a failure. On Facebook, on my Facebook page, I used to be able to post a video and it automatically would get 1 million views. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it just organically, it would just get 1 million.
It's incredible.
And when they changed the algorithm and they wanted you to start paying, that all changed. They want you to pay, and there's an occasion where I can still post a video and it do really well, but it's a pick and a poke now, Anyway, so we were driving. By the time we got to Nashville, it was at 1 million views. By the time we got back to Memphis that night, it was at 2 million views.
Dang.
And I think it was like 2 million. It was right at 2 million. And but it didn't like, just because that was on my personal. So I stopped posting because I didn't even know that people were actually migrating from my personal page to my Facebook page. Because I just abandoned my Facebook page because it was too hard to get people over there.
Right.
Well, then because of that, people just started naturally just going to Marty Ray Project Facebook page. And Lad Bible, you ever heard of Lad Bible?
Yeah.
They did a whole article on that song and called me or emailed me and said, "Hey, we want to do an interview with you about this song." And I was like, "Where are y'all at again?" They said, "We're in the UK." And I was like, now, this is something crazy what's happening with this video.
It's great, man.
And so they interviewed me over there, and it just, the video just kept, I was hoping that Megan Trainor would see it, and that I thought, well, this is what's going to happen. She's going to see it, and we're going to collaborate.
Yeah.
Never happened. Still hasn't happened.
Did she ever respond to it?
No. I don't even think she's ever seen it.
Wow.
Yeah, I'd highly doubt she has. If she has, she probably hates it. But anyway, I still love you, Megan Trainor. I think you're amazing. So then fast forward through that, and then I was trying to stay consistent, and because I hadn't posted a video in a while, at 3:00 in the morning, I posted the Ice Ice Baby cover the way that I was doing it acoustically. And I see even in the original, on my personal Facebook page, on the original description, I think I changed it now, but on the original description I put it, I know it's 3:00 in the morning. I want to be consistent. I hadn't posted a video in a while. Right. I don't know if you like this or not, but here's how I've been messing around with Ice Ice Baby. And then I just, it's like a set it and forget it type thing, like an old infomercial. And I forgot all about it until I checked the Facebook again, and that thing blew up like it just went bananas.
29 million views.
That's just one post. Yeah. That's just one post. See, the thing about that video is it's been posted even on my page, reposted. There's one that's 30 million views. There's one that's 29 million. There's one that was 7 million, 10 million. And then also other people posted it. World Star Hip Hop posted it. Gotcha. They actually put it on their website and their Facebook page, and Bam Margera posted it. Yeah. Like all these people were taking it and posting that video. They couldn't believe that somebody took Ice Ice Baby and made it feel that intimate. Like there was people saying, they still say to this day, I tear up listening to that.
You could take the lyrics from something that's more of just like a party song, and the way you presented it kind of inspired another emotion.
That's right.
Incredible.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Did the same thing with Gangster's Paradise.
Yeah.
Have you seen that one?
No.
Pull that up real quick, and you'll see. Like,
you got it.
You got it.
Those were the two songs. Those were the two rap songs from my day that I just had I was always playing and like listening to.
You got it?
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life, realize it's all gone, there ain't nothing left. 'Cause I've been blasting and laughing so long that even my mother thinks that my mind is gone. But I ain't never crossed a man that didn't deserve to be treated like a punk. You know that's unheard of. You better watch how you're talking or where you're walking, or you and your homies might be lying to chalk. I really hate the trip, but I gotta low. As it croak, I see myself in the pistol smoke. Fool. Been spending most of my life living in a gangster's paradise.
Now see, that sounds like that. It's supposed to be that way. When you hear his lyrics, and that's what I thought about. I was like, his lyrics are actually very, very heart-wrenching, what he's saying in there, even though it's a rap song.
And these comments, dude, I mean, all of them are positive. Am I the only one wondering why he's not famous? Easily the most unique and best cover of the song I've ever heard. I don't know what's better, your voice or that beard. That was cute. There's something amazing about hearing a song done in a completely different style.
The Rich Redmond Show. We'll be right back.
Well, our big tagline has been inspiring kids to rock on stage and in life. We changed it actually to inspiring the world to rock on stage and in life, because when kids are here, they learn so much more than music. They learn how to be on a team. They learn responsibility. They learn to take responsibility for their actions. They learn to organize their time. And we try to teach them, you know, not to be that person that nobody wants to be on a tour bus with.
Connect with School of Rock today. Search School of Rock Franklin or Nashville. This is the Rich Redmond Show.
Did you respond personally to a lot of people?
That's what I was going to say. When I started getting all the comments, I think that's what actually helped my excuse me. I think that's what helped my brand grow, because I wasn't doing it for that reason, but I was so honored because I came from a place where people said, you better play the drums if you want to get into music.
That's so funny.
To where I have all these people that I don't even know that love me, man, that just really love me, that say, hey, you saved me with your music, and you kept me from, your song kept me from committing suicide. And
that's
like crazy things, man. And it just moved me so much. I was like, I gotta let these people know what I think. So I would answer every comment. I still do that I can get to. It's impossible to answer every one because some of those I don't get notifications for that video anymore. Like that, the comments that come in on that video and Ice Ice Baby in one day,
You have to go back and look.
I would have to go and look at all of them. So but when I first post these things, I'm answering every comment myself. Every message I answer myself. Still to this day, I answer them all back. Boom, boom, boom. And I want all these people to know that I appreciate them. I love them because that's the truth. Years later, after I found out that in the algorithm of Facebook, that actually helps you. You now are considered a conversation starter. So it keeps boosting your video or your post.
That's great.
I didn't even know that, at the time, but I still do it, and I would still do it even if that wasn't the case.
Yeah, at the bare minimum, I'll hit the like.
You should hit the love.
Where's the love? Is there a love
Facebook?
button? There's a love button. So if somebody leaves you a comment, I usually just, if I'm super busy, I try to respond to everybody, but sometimes I'll just go like.
You should at least hold down and hit love because that's the way Facebook is. So Facebook, when they release something different, new, their algorithm judges if you hit like, it's not as important to Facebook's algorithm as if you hold down and hit an actual reaction. Love, tear, sad, wow.
I didn't know they had those. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just a creature of habit.
Well, that's what most people do, but I'm saying I used to study that stuff, but religiously, and I had to quit because I'm like, man, I can't keep up anymore. Yeah. So at this point, it's just it's always been in God's hands, really, and that's what the project is. It's really a Marty Ray project because it's just a project to see how far a guy can go without signing a record deal. How far can he go with just his fans and God?
Pretty darn far. Well, so you can monetize YouTube from the views, right? And then now that you have this audience, you can sell T-shirts and coffee mugs, right? I mean, are you there? Are you doing that?
I'm just now partnering with Stitch Kings, who makes this shirt.
Oh, nice.
For Ed.
Yeah.
So I partnered with Stitch Kings, and we are now going to start making. I've had merchandise for a long time, but I've never really pushed it because I don't like to stock all this stuff and then go mail it all the time.
Oh, it's horrible. Somebody has to do the distribution for you.
Yeah, so I partnered with them. They will drop ship, and that's what I've always wanted.
What's it called?
Stitch Kings. Stitch Kings.
Write that down because we need somebody to do our T-shirts and coffee mugs.
Please call them and tell them I sent you.
Stitch
tell them
King.
you know Ed.
Are they here in Nashville?
No, they're in Pittsburgh. That's where Ed's at. So that's how I discovered them.
What's up, Ed?
What's up, Ed Bassmaster? Unreal.
Does he ever get down here?
Unreal. I'm trying to get him down here.
Yeah.
He and I are talking about doing something together. And
comedy and music.
I don't know. Whatever. I just want to work with him. I think he's a genius in everything he does. Even selling shirts, like he's a genius because he'll get on there. He'll have a shirt or something. And he'll go. There's a new shirt up. I don't care if you buy it or not. Whatever. Unreal. I don't give a crap. And then the people will buy it.
Oh yeah.
Like he just sells the crap out of it, and he really doesn't have to leave his house. He sells that much merch because of his mind. Anybody that takes their own mind and their creativity and makes a living out of that, I have mad respect for.
Oh, and it's beautiful. This platform exists for us to do it.
I know.
Incredible. Now, any thoughts about going out and playing live?
I do that.
You do that?
Yeah, I do that. I just played in Franklin at Kimbro's.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, that was the first show I've done here. I don't do public shows a lot. That was like, in all reality, I've done probably a handful of public live shows because in the beginning, I was trying to do public shows, and it's hard to get people to show up.
You could do those living room concerts where the fat cats bring you in, the high rollers, and they're like
the private events,
or like
I do those
living room concerts. What do they call them? Like home concerts or
I don't know what they call them, but I call them private events.
Yeah, private events. Sure.
Yeah, and I do those a lot. People bring me to Canada, and they pay well.
Yeah.
Canada, me and CJ, we went to Canada last year. Went to Florida. I got a fan named Tony that brings me to Florida to his vacation house in
Tony
Naples.
the fan.
Tony Rouse. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, man.
And so yeah, we do private shows.
That's great.
And but I want to start doing more public shows because everybody can't afford to bring me.
I'll play some drums with your ass, man.
Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be sick, dude.
Dude,
he's out of our price range though.
No, we'll come. It'll be fun.
If he's too expensive, I could play with you.
Okay.
Jim wants to get back into
I'll take Brad Pitt.
Bruce Willis.
So the music thing is killing. And then what's a little bit the story with the acting bug? How long?
So the way the acting came about is I was my little brother who he graduated high school at 18 years old. Of course, he graduated high school. He was working at Zaxby's in Blytheville. I lived in Memphis.
That's good chicken.
It is good. The sauce, they charge a little too much for the extra sauce. You get the extra sauce?
They charge the extra sauce?
Yeah, 25 cents a pop. And I'm like,
Crying out loud.
man, isn't it? You know what I'm talking about. You feel me,
Good
Brad
charge
Pitt.
for everything.
I mean, Bruce.
That's right.
So he's all depressed, and I dropped him off at Zaxby's because he was going to work, and he spent the night with me in Memphis, and I took him to work and took him back home and then to work. And he's getting out of the truck, and he was just depressed and down. I said, man, what's wrong with you, man? And he was like, nothing. I was like, no, what's wrong with you, dude? Like, something's wrong with you. And I said, you're going to tell me? I said, I'm not an idiot. And he said, I just, I'm out of high school now. Just very depressed that high school was over. Now he's got to figure out what to do with his life.
Sure.
And he was like, I just feel like my only option is to go join the Army. And I was like, well, that's honorable if you want to go join the Army, but that's not the reason to do it.
Right.
You don't join it as a last resort. So if you want to go fight for your country, do that, but don't do it because it's your last resort. It's just not your last resort. I said, you're a bright kid. Why would you think that? And I said, what's your dream, dude? Did you ever have a dream? What is it? And because he didn't really talk about dreams much. Mm-hmm. And he said, well, my dream's unrealistic. And he's over there. And I said, hold on. He's trying to walk away. And I'm like, no, you're not walking. You're not freaking walking away. Dude.
Yeah, come back.
I said, what is your dream that's so unrealistic? In my mind, I'm thinking, man, I hope you don't say president. Because he's right. That's unrealistic. It ain't going to happen. But he said actor. And I said, an actor? I said, there's millions of actors, dude. I said, move to Memphis. We'll find a place. We'll find an acting studio class, whatever it is, and you will be an actor.
Yeah.
So he moved to Memphis. I found a place called Indie Acting Studio in Memphis. Forrest Pruitt, good friend of mine now. Yeah. Shout out. What's up, buddy? I know you're not watching this, but maybe you will be.
Oh, I hope so.
So anyway, so we started going to that. I was just taking him. I wasn't participating. I was just hanging out and letting him do his thing. And then Forrest kept coming back and the teacher, he kept coming back and talking to me and asking me about certain things. And he started to get a feel for who I was. And then one night he says, Marty, come on up here.
Yeah.
And I said, no, I'm a singer. I'm not an actor. And he said, we're all something else. And then get up here and let's have fun. So I said, all right. So I got up there and immediately just fell in love with because that's something I've always done anyway. Playing make-believe, that's just a fun thing that we all grew up as an actor.
We all do it.
As a child, we're all actors.
Yeah.
We were all actors and we were all dreamers. We all believed that we could be anything we wanted to be when we were young. You say, what do you want to be when you grow up? I'm going to be a superhero.
Sure. Spider-Man.
Right? Mm-hmm. Spider-Man. And you believed it.
Yeah.
You believed it.
But then life kicks you in the balls and then people give up on all that.
Well, it's not life so much as humans, adults, quote, adults, say, well, now you got to think about real life.
Right. Yeah.
Now, you get trained to not dream. You get trained to believe, well, this is what really happens in life.
Sure.
Yep.
You don't think that you can actually do that. I mean, that's foolish. That was a childish thing. But you shouldn't be that way.
No.
Like, I'm not doing that with my children. I say, anything you dream about now, never lose that dream. Keep on dreaming that.
Yeah.
And keep going forward. I said, I don't care if you have to end up working at McDonald's or something, and I pray you don't. But if you do, you do. But you never lose sight of the end game. Even if you died trying, you died trying.
Exactly.
And so that's the way. My parents were not like that. My whole family, none of them were like that because they were all from poor families, and that's kind of how it works.
Yeah.
When you're from a poor family and you work hard and get something, there's nothing wrong with working hard. We work hard with our minds and with our skills, right? So, but my dad don't see it that way. He doesn't see what I do as working hard. Right. He sees only you can work hard with your hands. Yeah, and he did that, and he still does that. But anyway, so we started doing the acting thing, and that kind of got me into the acting bug. Then an agent shows up at his acting class one night just to check out things, and we were all working scenes, and she loved what I did, and she said, I want to talk to you after class. And she signed me and she started sending me auditions for TV shows, like co-starring roles and stuff. And then the first one the first thing I booked was an indie movie called Bad Bad Men, which is on Amazon.
Great.
And
good.
I think I got paid $100
okay.
for that. But it was beautiful because I was like, I just got paid to play.
Yeah.
This was make believe. This was fun.
Yeah.
And so the next thing was a show on TBS called The Detour, and it just got canceled. But this was 5 seasons, I believe, ago. It was the very first episode I was in it, and that was $1,000 a day.
Beautiful.
So as soon as I got that, I went. They paid for me to come out there. It was Wilmington, North Carolina. They paid for me to come out there.
Got hotel rooms, got some meals.
Got the hotel, got the trailer, got the little small trailer, but it was still a trailer.
I know.
And you're like, and I'm sitting there like, man, I'm taking pictures. I'm like, I'm a movie star, man. And it was that you can't get past the treatment.
Oh,
once they treat you, you're just a co-star, and they treat you like you're the actual star.
It's beautiful.
It's amazing. They make you feel like there was people, they come up and you've been between scenes, they're patting your head. I'm like, oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks. And other people are so used to it that they're kind of, they seem like they're kind of rude but I was always cutting up with the people,
I love it.
I was like, can you get my butt next? Like, it's got to and they would laugh, and they weren't used to that. You could tell the people weren't used to the actors. And I still do that when I go. It don't matter.
Being kind.
Yeah, it's just stupid to be all pretentious.
No, it could dry up at any second. They can never get the work again. Please. I had that little trailer on the streets of Queens because I was in that show Happy on the Sci-Fi Channel with Christopher Maloney, and I got to work stunts, and I had lines, and I was all dressed up as a cop, and then you go get fitted for your outfits, and then you're at craft service, and like places people, and then it's rolling, and it's like, what? And it's like a drug, man. It was amazing.
It is.
I can't wait to do it. I'm waiting for my next opportunity.
Hopefully, it would be amazing if my next opportunity was your next opportunity.
It would be incredible.
And we were there together working.
Yeah, I think they're going to be doing a film. Who is this is so hilarious because I forget everything with my aging brain. The blind piano player.
Ray Charles?
No.
Stevie Wonder?
No.
Ronnie Millsap.
Ronnie Millsap.
Yeah.
So
he's going to be on my show.
So okay,
cool.
Yeah.
We almost played some music with him together at Bridgestone Arena one year, and then something happened. His bus was late, or he got sick or something, and it didn't happen. But they're making a biofilm on him.
Jim said that. Jim told, because him and Jim are close.
So there's going to be something. There's going to be some parts for us, man. We just got to find out what the hell's going on.
We got to get those parts.
We got to do it.
I need to talk to Jim and get us both in that movie somehow.
So let's do it. I mean, they're going to need a drummer.
They are going to need
right?
You got to guarantee in.
I mean, right there.
You might have to change your hair.
They can talk to me.
If they need a Brad Pitt lookalike.
That's right. Brad Pitt, Bruce Willis.
One arm push-ups. Totally.
Hey, it's that time of the show for, we talked about the Fast 5 questions.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do Fast 5 random questions. We have the random question of the show.
It's the random question of the day.
But I'm going to copy your template and your format and, pay homage to you.
I like that.
Homage. Is it homage or homage?
Great guest. I mean, not everybody has the gift of storytelling.
Yeah.
And being an articulate conversationalist. You know what I mean? You could tell a story, which means I have no worries that one day you are also going to be like a big corporate speaker.
Yeah.
I was getting to that, real quickly before you start. I promise you, this is because I remember that now. When he said that, it triggered my brain. I was in prayer one morning, and I said, Lord, I want to be pliable. I want to be usable. Mold me into what you want me to be. And it was like he put this thought. I said, I think I'm doing everything in entertainment. What else is there, right? And it was like he told me internally. He said, you haven't spoken in front of anybody. Like as a speaker. And
I told you that.
It was like internally, I heard this in my head. Like, you haven't spoken. I'm not saying God said, you haven't spoken to anyone. But internally, you hear the still small voice, right? Mm-hmm. And I was like, what? Because I didn't think of that. I never thought about, I'm going to be a speaker. Never thought about saying, you know what? I want to do a TED Talk someday. Never thought about that until that morning. And then lo and behold, this was crazy. My buddy Derek Urals, he has done that stuff for a while. And he's a coach, a business coach, and things like that. And he texted me and he says, hey, this was literally the same day. He says, hey, I want to get you to come to Clarksville next month and speak in front of the Citation Group. And I said, what's a Citation Group? And he said, it's a club we have, and we have speakers come in.
It's great.
And I said, are you serious, dude? I said, all right, I'm there. And this is something that is outside of my comfort zone because I don't know how to do that, So I'm good at answering questions. I don't know if I'm good at just getting up and saying, okay, here's a topic and I'm going to talk about it, and you're going to be interested in it.
I think you just get a coach to put your little presentation together, and then as far as you executing your presentation, it's going to be no problem for you.
Yeah.
I mean, look how comfortable you were answering those questions with the people 4 feet away at Kyle's party.
Like I said, I can answer questions all day.
Boom.
Yeah.
If you can do a podcast, you can speak freely in front of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. Y'all are really boosting my confidence.
Well, I mean, we do the same thing. We do music, we do acting, and then I speak. That's your next thing.
Well,
you speak.
I speak to Fortune 100 companies.
What's your next speaking engagement?
There's nothing here in Nashville. My next one is at the Venetian in Vegas.
Nice.
For Oracle.
Son of a gun! I want to. Do you have video of it, or
Sure.
I can see
Yeah,
it?
I'll send it to you. And I also am doing
Maybe you coach me.
MC work. You could do that all day long. And you look different. You got a guy shows up, he's got a long beard, you put your sports coat on or whatever, and with your jeans or whatever, and you're still going to look completely different from the average businessman that's attending this 4-day conference.
Yeah, I would think that was going to throw them off.
No, they want something unique. Like when I show up, I got crazy spiky hair and I got my ripped jeans and boots, but then I put a sports coat on. It kind of dresses the whole thing up. And then after the first song, sports coat comes off.
And an MC, you're just there.
And then the MC, you're just doing to keep the energy moving, keep people engaged between.
You're the in-between guy, like a Grammy host.
You or like Ryan Seacrest or Mario Lopez. Like you could do that all day long.
Sweet.
Or Brad Pitt, yeah.
And by the end of the show, he's in his underwear.
I'm actually underneath the desk. I'm in my underwear already. So if it don't end soon, I'm gonna be. What's your? Well, let's do the.
All right,
I didn't mean to interrupt your.
No.
I'm gonna kind of get cinematic here and throw some music beds in here.
In a world.
So, random questions. Fast 5. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Would you rather your only mode of transportation be a donkey or a giraffe? Go.
Donkey.
Would you rather be every shirt you ever wear be kind of itchy or only be able to use 1-ply toilet paper?
Itchy.
Would you rather have edible spaghetti hair that regrows every night or sweat, not sweet, maple syrup?
Regrows every night.
Would you rather have to read aloud every word you read or sing everything you say out loud?
Well, of course, sing everything I say.
Would you rather wear a wedding dress tuxedo to every single day or wear a bathing suit every single day?
Wear a wedding dress.
And finally, would you rather be unable to move your body every time it rains or not be able to stop moving while the sun is out?
I'm sorry, repeat that one. You lost me. I was doing so well.
I'll do another question. Would you rather have all dogs try to attack you when they see you or all birds try to attack you when they see you?
All birds.
There we go.
Yeah, dude, it's Hitchcock. Yeah. I heard that they were going to remake The Birds. And it was going to be a Michael Bay film. Can you imagine? These things would have been monstrous birds, like Transformer birds.
Michael Bay.
The birds fly into you, and the way they hurt you is they explode when they hit you.
It's like I'm not there.
You can't understand. You can't really discern what's going on in the screen because that's how his movies are.
Yeah.
That's an easy question though. The dogs attack you, and the birds. Like I could slap a bird around. I'm not scared of a bird.
Yeah,
but a dog, I do not want to get bit by a dog.
No, especially people are like, oh, they're so sweet. Pit bulls.
Yeah,
they don't seem sweet.
Yeah. Some of them are sweet.
Yeah, but still they have that.
And when you challenge them on that, people get really upset. Pit bull
owners.
Yeah.
You know what makes me nervous is when an infant or a child is around a pit bull. I don't. Not a good idea.
Friends. One of my best friends is more like my brother. He used to raise and breed pit bulls. And he had his son was young, and his son was just like we're talking about massive headed pit bulls, and his son would be like this is pulling the ears, and the pit bull's like, and doing all that, and I'm just like, Randall, man, you don't worry about someday this dog. I'm like this for any dog.
Yeah.
I don't care what it could be a pit bull or a German Shepherd or my own little schnauzer that I have.
Yep.
I don't want no dog biting my children.
No,
I don't care, and so I teach my dog. Any dog, I've had Great Danes, right? I love Great Danes.
Yeah.
But they knew 100% that my babies were untouchable. So when my babies would come around, the Great Danes would be like, and then they would just my babies would be petting them. Yeah. They wouldn't be hurting them, but they would just be petting them however they wanted.
How do you train them to do that?
You with a stern voice.
Yeah, alpha male them.
Yeah, they got to know if you have a big dog or a dog that's dangerous, they better know who the boss is of that house. And there's no problem with that with many of my animals. Like even my little dogs, they know that I am the boss. So if
You
I
hear
say,
that shit, goldfish?
What are you looking at?
Look at this goldfish over there. They're obeying all of a sudden.
You're looking at me. You're looking at me.
Oh my God.
Tony Soprano, their ass.
So-
Goldfish.
Marty, what's the best
Cammy
way?
had-
What's the best way for people to find you?
At Marty Ray Project anywhere on social media.
Great.
And MartyRayProject.com is my website. Everybody should join the mailing list.
And the podcast is Marty Ray Project Chats.
Is the Marty Ray Project Chats.
Okay.
And you're going to be on it some.
I can't wait.
I can't wait to get you on there and talk to you. And
Where are you out of? Like Franklin or
Hendersonville.
Nice.
Yeah, wanted to move to Franklin, but it's too expensive.
Yeah, you go north, man. You're right up there, and there's the lake and all that. It's nice.
I love it. I love it. It's a blessing to be there. I really am happy to be in Hendersonville because my buddy Jim lives there, and I was already friends with him.
Yeah,
So it worked out the way it should.
totally.
I think Taylor lives there.
Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
Really?
No,
Oh, it's one of her
Well,
houses.
she's got big joints everywhere.
Yeah.
got a
I
place
think
in-
she's got a place downtown. And
Probably got a place in LA. She's got a place in Paris.
I thought she moved to New York.
who knows?
She did a
places
song, "Welcome to New York."
As soon as she,
Yeah.
basically disavowed Nashville and country music, she was like, "Screw you guys."
disemboweled them.
She has won every award you could possibly win, though.
Yeah.
And
It's crazy.
she looks genuinely amazed when she does. You ever see that video that Taylor Swift is always surprised or
She's like,
yes?
I haven't.
it's incredible.
I won again.
Oh my dear Lord! I'm so surprised.
You want to before we go?
yeah.
You want to do a
we do acapella thing and a drum.
yeah? What do you want to do before we
Oh man,
end it?
What song
you
do
start
you wanna
singing and I'll start playing.
Give us we're just gonna run. He's gonna give us give me random songs. I'm just gonna sing them.
random? Oh my God!
And you just flip it up in the middle. You ever heard
Africa.
You ever heard of the five beats of death or 5 fingers of death on Sway in the morning?
5-finger death punch.
Well, no, but it sounds like that. But on Sway in the morning, he does this thing where he gives these beats, and these people freestyle like with rapping though.
Oh, wow.
And they change the beat in the middle of every one. They go through 5 levels.
Oh,
Can you do Africa by Toto? That's got a high.
I just don't know the
I think
words.
you picked the song.
Yeah.
No,
Something that you're comfortable with. You were doing one acapella before. It was gorgeous.
yeah. Well, we'll start with that.
Okay.
What song? Oh, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright now. Singing, don't worry about a thing, no, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright, yeah. I woke up this morning, smile with the rising sun. 3 little birds pitched by my doorstep were singing sweet song of melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. Hey, hey, singing, don't worry about a thing, no, because every little thing gonna be alright, yeah. Keep that going. Yeah. Oh, I said, wait a minute, let me tell you something about nobody ever told me nothing. I'm going home. I said, wait a minute, here we are together holding hands, winning through the weather, we're going home. I just made that up.
Nice.
Yes.
Woo!
I was trying to I like to try to test myself and see if I can make a song up on the fly.
That was great. That was like, man, we went through some stuff, but it was just, isn't it great? I wish I had pipes like that where you can just like burst into song and people wouldn't run away. I didn't get that gift.
Oh,
like
you don't sing at all?
I can portray, because I was a music educator and stood in front of concert bands and stuff, and so you can say French horns and you could sing the line to them. But as far as like someone showing up in public to hear me sing, you got to jump in the shower with me.
See, See, now he's trying to get me in the shower.
I know.
Is that what y'all do after every show?
We got to get cleaned up somehow.
It gets so
Very
awkward.
efficient.
He saves on water that way.
That's right.
Hey,
Very
Jim,
efficient.
what did you learn today, man?
I learned that it's proof positive that when you get around the right people and you break outside your lobster shell of discomfort, you can really put your mind to anything and achieve great things. And you are kind of living proof that you can do it on your own without any sort of middleman or gatekeeper telling you what you should and shouldn't do. So kudos to you for making a go at it and a viable career in the music business without signing a record deal.
It's incredible.
Boom.
Yeah.
Hey, he should read Audible books.
Yeah, you should
I
do it.
tried that. That's not my thing.
Really?
Yeah, I like doing radio commercials and imaging and.
I actually
promos.
read my own book. If you guys want to buy it out
No
there,
way.
it's on Audible.
I got to get it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I learned, Jim?
What'd you learn?
I learned that, first of all, I love the idea that you had naysayers in your life. You had some negative Nellies. They didn't mean any harm by it. It was parental units. It was friends. And they were like, you should do something a little bit more realistic with a safety net. And you're like, I really have a strong feeling that this is my calling, and you just followed that gut instinct of yours. And all these years later, you've followed that path, and you've been able to be successful. And you're blazing a new path for other people that want to try to do things in the music business using existing technologies that don't need record deals. I mean,
Right.
It's a really incredible thing. So it just kind of reinforced the idea that when you have that gumption, and also the fact that you talk to God on a regular basis, and that
Have to, man.
Yeah.
I don't. I don't know how people don't. I mean, I just. I would be a mess.
Yeah.
Like I sometimes I say, man, if I didn't know that Jesus was looking after my children and my wife every day, I would have to be there with them at all times, like everywhere they were at.
I would think I'd be a wreck of a parent. Like, you know what? I'm just gonna chain you up.
Yeah, exactly. I got a room for you that I've locked.
Yeah, you got any electrical outlets I can lick? That's what they do the first couple of years of their life.
What? And then they stick like forks in the
They spend the first 5 years of their life looking for death.
Oh my God, that's hilarious, buddy. It's
true.
Oh my God, this was such a fun conversation. I really appreciate you coming by, man.
I appreciate y'all having me. It really was fun.
Yeah, it was a great show. Jim, thanks for everything you bring to the table, man. I love the production value just keeps growing and growing, and I hope you guys are noticing that out there. We, of course, love you guys out there, man. Give us a 5-star rating, leave us a comment, subscribe, share, rate, and review. Be sure to check out my friend's podcast. What is it one more time?
The Marty Ray Project Chats.
That's right. I love it. Guys, we appreciate you. Thanks to the School of Rock for sponsoring the show. Keep coming back for the good stuff. We'll be here. We'll see you next time.
This has been The Rich Redmond Show. Subscribe, rate, comment, and follow us at richredmond.com/listen.